Stopping that right there.
Morning, it's the break lunch. Colaster here with Gerbs. Standard operating procedures this morning. 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It's 1 o'clock in the morning Greenwich Mean and Nasty Time. This is broadcasting live from Brooklyn, NYC. Hello everybody.
Back to original method.
Yep.
Technology reversal this morning, as yesterday's levels were pretty fucky. That's morning language. There we go. Congratulations to Telephone and Radio for being first in the chat room, and as that really is a bit generic, congratulations to Alice Curtin for being first in the real chat room. Welcoming you to today's show. Alice Beetlebug Curtin. This is Joe and William Bacon Burglar Bill, as he's known.
Right, we're going to have the traffic and all that lot coming up for you in a bit. How you doing this morning, Alice? Or this afternoon?
Yeah, not too bad, yeah. From the future, really, isn't it?
Yes.
From the future.
Got any?
Today has been pretty good, you'll enjoy it.
Oh.
Alright.
Excellent. We've got some information about, yesterday I was babbling on about rotten boroughs. Maybe you don't remember. It's alright. Probably no one does. Anyway, yesterday I was claiming that Sudbury was like the last rotten borough in the, I had a big rant about a lot of stuff. Listen to it on the podcast, people. And basically I'd like to correct some of those statements because I did a bit of research into it. But, okay, so what I've got is it was actually Dunwich in Suffolk. Do you know Dunwich, Alice?
No. No idea.
Alright, so Dunwich in medieval times, Dunwich was like a thriving port and it was quite a large town, right? And so it had 2 parliamentary candidates because it had like 8 parishes. But then by the 1700s, or 1600s, sorry, the sea had encroached on the town and destroyed most of it, leaving only 44 houses and half a church.
Half a church.
yet they still had 2 seats in Parliament. Right? So that's where that's bless you. That's where it was a rotten borough. And the reason why
You're paying attention, Alice. He's talking to you.
I'm listening. I'm
Don't
listening.
go to sleep.
the reason why
Sleeping, are you?
Dunwich is one of the most frequently mentioned examples of the absurdities of the unreformed parliamentary system is that essentially 2 members of Parliament represented a constituency that was essentially underwater. And so yeah, I like that idea. Yeah. So there we go. There's a little sort of update to the facts.
Wow.
And
That's quite out of character, as we were discussing yesterday.
What?
We've sort of really
Finding
gone
out the
full
facts.
circle there.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking like now, what we should do is add to those facts with more spurious semi-facts that we make up now,
Fantasy made
and
up
then
stuff.
I can research them later today, and we can apologise tomorrow
That's nice.
and build on that
Just-
and keep
yeah,
going until
depth.
we're all learned members of society. So I was trying to find a connection between Dunwich and the Dunwich Horror, which is a short story written by H.P. Lovecraft. So yeah, I'm going to be thinking about that over the next few minutes and see if there's a theory that can be attached there that can be later debunked.
Yes, excellent.
We've got Tech Talk today, Alice. Tech Talk, where we are throwing into the mix, raised to Pete Theobald, our technical issues here in the studio and where we are going to, how we are going to move forward, and our problems, current and previous, and how we're going to move forward in that realm. Kind of almost putting out a kind of ask to people out there like Kosh and people who know about these things.
We are asking some experts.
We are trying to ask an expert, maybe to come back to us later on, or an email or correspondence of some kind, talking about, because it's almost like you've got to put your cards on the table. I don't know much about MIDI interfaces, and now we've got 2 of them, and
Right.
sound cards and all that nonsense. It ends up feeling like a spaghetti junction in your own head without it actually going anywhere.
We had great fun
Lots
with
of wires.
None of the exits of the junction will go to the town you're looking for.
So we had great fun circling the Spaghetti Junction yesterday, didn't we? But
Yeah.
I think like there were quite a lot of volume issues, and yeah. So
If you don't know where you want to go on the Spaghetti Junction, you're just going to keep going round, aren't you?
yeah.
And you're just going to keep going round and round.
Keep going left. And then he's gonna...
Yeah.
So we've got, it's basically 2 bits of kit. We've got the mic that's too good for us to use, so it needs preamping, or what's it called? Bastard power. What?
Bastard power. Yeah, that's the technical term.
Technical
Tech
term
tramps.
is bastard power, or it says it on the back of this, doesn't it? The other piece of kit is this Tascam Phantom power. That's it. So you need Phantom power, which immediately brings in worrying thoughts. Anyway, you've got a phantom in the situation.
Yep. Ghost in the machine.
Ghost in the machine. So that needs Phantom power to work, and then as soon as you've got a good mic like that, you're talking about feedback and things, monitors, and then you've got this mixer that isn't a mixer. That's the thing we're using as a sound card. It's a MIDI interface, or just an audio interface. Now that works as a thing that you plug into your USB into your computer, and it makes it really hard to put anything into and get anything out of, which is great fun when you really just want a mixer where you put something in and you get a lead out the back. It's this whole modern.
It's nice.
Oh, I don't know.
That's the level it's working at the moment, is it?
Yeah.
Visual.
You wish you could kind of have it that basic, but it doesn't want to do that. It wants you to kind of.
Who's going to be the person that will know about this sort of thing then?
Charlie will know something about it. I'm kind of appealing to him really, and Adwan.
Right, let's have a tune. 9 minutes past 8.
Oh really?
apologise for the lack of content jingle.
Pardon my French.
It's a minute long,
French.
this goddamn thing.
Yeah, we haven't got anything to do with it. Come on.
It's alright.
Pardon my French. Bonjour.
When you hear the bonjour, you're allowed to start talking.
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
Love that, yeah.
For the last 15 seconds. So,
Tombe dans les pommes. It's the French section. Maybe.
so
Wow.
you've woken up in a field and you can't remember how you got to where you are.
Sounds good.
Do you walk barefoot?
It seems quite obvious that you've tombé dans les pommes.
You've tombé dans les pommes.
Right.
You walk for a couple of hours and reach a town. You can hear people talking in the town, and it appears that they're talking in French.
Well, yeah,
What
walked far.
are the phrases that you need to remember in order to find your way back to
Right, okay.
England?
So you approach some people, perhaps.
Yes.
and
Build up the
say,
courage to approach some people.
Yep. Straight
Bonjour,
away.
bonjour le Durcat, by the way. Just turning up.
Bonjour.
Whoops.
Alright, so what you'd say, excusez-moi, monsieur,
Excusez-moi.
madame.
Yeah, madame.
Je
Je suis perdu.
suis
That would be a good start.
Je suis
Je
Ouais.
suis perdu.
perdu. Je suis
Lost.
perdu.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm
lost.
lost.
I think that's a good. Well, probably, I would say, excusez-moi, je suis désolé, je suis anglaise, which means I'm sorry, I am English.
Oh, and then you
I
can
would
just
just apologise straight away.
and then you can just continue the rest of the conversation in English, presumably.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, depending on where you
I
are.
am